What we have to be okay with is being okay with our voice. So many people are speaking for us, gentlemen, especially black men. A lot of people are speaking for us. The news is speaking for us. Media is speaking for us. They're telling us who we are. There was a report out that said law enforcement views African-American males especially as more dangerous and more deserving of violence. So people are putting their own labels on us. And it's important that we open our mouths and speak for ourselves. If you're a king, then you need to act like a king. You need to talk like a king. You need to let folks know who you are and represent well. I don't necessarily have to bow my head to what happens on the outside of me. As long as I understand and I know that there is something or someone inside of me that is greater than all of this, I can write my own check. I can determine my own destiny, and I ain't got to be anything other than what I choose to be. I choose to be, and I choose to win. I choose to dominate. God has put within us, within our DNA, the ability, watch this, to create. You can create a family. You can create an opportunity. You can create an atmosphere just with your presence. You can create an atmosphere. It's amazing how when you walk into the house and you are humming or you're singing, it changes everything in the house. Something happens when we create things. But it's not just about creating. God has also given us the power to cultivate that we have created. So whatever God has given you the power or the ability to create, He's given you the power to cultivate it. That means whatever you create, you can cultivate it and make it what you want it to be. So my question becomes, why then do we allow ourselves to be less than? Why is it that we allow ourselves to be beat up by life? Why is it that we allow our communities to go to hell? Our marriages in shambles, our children in shambles. Why do we allow it if we are creators and we're cultivators? Meaning, if I can do what God did, God from nothing created something. From nothing created something. And He cultivated what He created. If He has given me the ability and the power to do that, that sounds to me like excellence. You can't tell me what you don't have when God put His essence inside you to do it. I ain't got this. God didn't have nothing. And He stepped out on nothing, said something, and created everything. You gentlemen have the ability to create, and you got the power to cultivate. So my concern is this lackadaisical, average mindset that we have embraced. When you're not average. You're not average. You hear me? You're not average. Matter of fact, in your DNA and how God created us, you gotta really work to be average. You gotta have somebody really pour into you and beat you upside the head and really force you to be average. There's nothing in you that is predestined to be average. But why do we settle for average? We settle for average because we have forgotten what's inside of us. Forgotten or we don't know. I'm here to tell you that according to Genesis 1, Genesis 2, you are a creator and a cultivator. And the moment you begin to embrace that, the moment you grab that, then you look at everything around you that's not right and you start creating. You start cultivating. You start speaking to those dead situations that's in your life and say, no, because I'm here, something's gonna be different. There's no reason why in your neighborhood, if you're a man of God, you're a man, that it should be suffering many of our neighborhoods the way they are. Even the way they look. Do you know why gentrification comes into a lot of our neighborhoods? Do you know why? Because they're filthy. You won't look at something that is held together and feel like it needs anything. You don't look at a neighborhood and say, whoa, I can come in here and get that for pennies on the dollar if you're taking care of it. How is it that we live in our own neighborhoods, our own streets, man of God, and you got trash, beer bottles, and everything littering the front of your community, I should be able to drive down your street and know, oh, man of God must live here. I should be able to look in your yard and say, wow, okay, wait, yeah. Somebody, either a man is here, a man of God is here, or something, because it should look different. It should feel different. But you gotta be okay with that. You gotta be okay with that, and you gotta know, nah, I'm not gonna settle for average. And that's what we've done. Average checks, average paychecks, average lives. And it ain't always about money. But if you've got a lot of potential inside of you and you're too scared or you don't want to step out there because of fear, then you're allowing yourself to be bound by average. Opportunities that you know goodness well, skill sets that you know goodness well that you got inside you. But if you don't step out there and do something with it, you have succumbed to a lie that so many of our brothers have embraced, and that is, you are going to be what I say you are, average. Average. But there's so much more to us than just average. I want to win. I don't want to win, I want to dominate. I want to be remarkable. You know what remarkable is? Remarkable means worthy of making a remark about. We don't overlook great. We don't overlook phenomenal. We don't overlook remarkable. We talk about it. We want to be next to. We want to be associated with amazing. But are you okay with that? Are you okay with putting the bullseye of remarkable on your back and saying, I'm the standard? Because if you do, then that means people are going to talk about you. They're going to say something about you. They're going to tell other people about you. Remarkable means I'm willing to, my engagement with you was so powerful that I want to remark, I want to put your influence on somebody else based on how you gave it to me. I want to remark you. Your influence or your touch or your presence was so amazing. I want to tell somebody else about it. So every day when you get up, I got this cologne that I ordered through this thing called Waft. And I called it the essence of me. You know, you make your own cologne, Waft. It's kind of dope. I'm wearing it today. Just in case y'all smell me, and I smell amazing. I do. And so I called it the essence of me, but I pronounce it Deasome. Deasome. Because I wanted a reminder that every day I get up and I spray that on, it is as if I'm spraying on the essence of me. And wherever I go, I want people to feel my presence when I'm there. If you're in an area and don't nobody know you're there, you're leaving a whole lot of life on the table. If anybody can do what you do, you are not needed. You might be appreciated, but you ain't needed. Because when you're gone, people need to know, oh, something's missing. Something ain't here. Not just a working hand or a working body. Your presence, your essence needs to be there. You know you're valued when somebody talks about you and they talk about the impact that you have on them. Oh, he always makes me smile. Or he always has amazing words to say. Oh, he always gives the best non-creepy hugs. I always feel comfortable when I'm around him. I always feel safe when I'm around him. I always feel secure. Something about him, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but I always feel like, man, we good. I feel like I'm gonna be good. If I ever get in a fight, I always want him there. I just feel like I'm good. We're gonna win. Your presence means something. And if ain't nobody remarking about you, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna say it in closing. This part. If ain't nobody remarking about you, you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means you're not remarkable. Who's talking about you? I know this is tough. But who's talking about you? You want them to talk about you. Remarkable, worthy of making a remark about. And if you're not remarkable, the truth is, you're leaving a lot on the table.